All right, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
We are, yeah, everyone's happy morning. Well, I'm on the east, or the, no, I'm on the west coast, so it's really morning for me. So anyway, we are happy to welcome Marnie Roberts and Nash this week to our Bookkeepers on Fire. And Marnie has just started her creating her dream business. So she's on her journey in 2025. And maybe we can see one of her whys there. And we're going to get started with talking with Marnie today.
Well, great.
Awesome.
Well,
Thank
Okay,
Marty,
so
thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. And I know with having a baby, that is something. Tell us how old that. Tell us about the little guy there. But this is the first time we've had two guests on, so
yes.
this is kind of thrilling. So tell us about little
Okay.
baby there.
Awesome. So this is my son Nash. He is officially 6 months old, growing way too fast. He is loving his solids now. He's
Okay.
loving his peas, his carrots. Not too sure about applesauce.
Oh, really? No applesauce?
Not a big fan of the applesauce. He'll eat it because he does not turn down food. Um, so he'll eat it, but definitely not his favorite. But he is more of a peas and carrots kind of
Oh,
guy.
that's good. He'll eat his vegetables.
Exactly.
That's good. So he's 6 months old.
hmm
And now, when did you start your own bookkeeping practice?
I started in January of this year.
Oh,
So
so it's
January
brand new.
2025. Brand new.
Great. And so tell us why you started it, because usually something has to happen for us to make a big change in our life like that. So I'm kind of guessing what it was. But you
Oh,
tell
yeah.
us why you decided to start your own bookkeeping practice.
I have definitely been thinking about it for the past 2 years. I've been doing bookkeeping for over 7 years since I got my accounting degree
Hmm.
and just doing some office admin, some bookkeeping. And then once I started to get it down, I realized that was something that I could do on my own. But starting a business terrified me, as I'm sure it does a lot of people.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then somebody came along, and I realized that while I love the company I was working with and how flexible and just phenomenal the support was, I realized that I wanted to be more in control of my time, setting up, a legacy for him to take over if he wanted, or just having something that I wanted to be in full control of and that can't really be taken.
Right. Right. So January. So here it is, just the end of March, 3 months. So how's it going so far?
It's going great. I'm building up right now just connections, networking, getting to know people in the industries that I choose to work with. That was something that was taught to me with starting a business is finding your niche, understanding who you want to work with so that way you can really help them and understand why they're spending their money where they are, what vendors they work with, and being able to support them as a professional.
And you're in Asheville, North Carolina. So what is your niche? You mentioned that. Do you have one?
Yes, so I typically work with service providers, so interior design, coaches, and influencers are my main service industries.
Oh,
But
Donna.
I also
Sounds like
work,
you. Donna does influencers too.
yeah,
Yep, I do a lot of
Well, she's in
influencers. Yeah.
California. Everybody's an influencer out there.
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. If you're in the middle of California, you're an influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So
great. So, what's the biggest struggle you've had so far, and what's the biggest thing you've learned by working for yourself?
definitely my biggest struggle has been finding time. Necessarily, as important as it is, it's the constant struggle of this business is our livelihood for our family, and also making sure that I'm a present mother as well because he will. Oh, thank you for grabbing my hair. I appreciate that. Um, he said, "Oh, yeah, me," but making sure that I'm just here and present with him because that is the point of also starting this business is just
Right.
being here for my family. And so finding that balance has been something we've been working on.
I
And
think every one of us struggles with that
Yeah,
yeah,
all the time.
absolutely. Yeah.
That struggle
mhm.
never ends. Just hate to tell you.
Doesn't
No, and
matter how
then
old the kids are, it's still there.
mhm,
What happens is when they call up, it's just more expensive now.
yeah,
Yeah.
You
oh
know,
yeah,
when
no,
they
he's
called
gonna
up
get more and
first,
more
Mom, I want
expensive.
a bike. Okay, get you a bike. Well, then they get older. Now they want a car.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. They
Oh yeah,
but the struggle never ends.
no,
But that's great.
no.
Can you turn him around so we can see him? He just looks so cute. There he is.
Oh, there. Oh, how darling.
Good morning.
We're on TV. And I have to tell you all, this is Marnie's first try at a podcast or a YouTube. So um, this is great. This is
We love this.
we
This
stepped
is
out of her
why we
comfort
do
zone to
this.
be featured on our
Yep.
YouTube channel. So thank you for that.
Yep.
That's
Sure.
great. Now your husband, I understand he's going to school. So tell us what he's doing.
Hmm. So he's going to school for video game design. So he is remote right now, which is amazing. And so he will be working with different video game companies to design characters, different levels, like how the character interacts with their environment and things like that.
Cool. And he plays video games all the time, apparently, right?
All the time. Oh yeah, no, it's great. And he'll stream. So he'll go on Twitch and he'll stream. And so he's doing that, doing the dad thing, and then he does all of our cooking, and then we split the cleaning. So that
He
also
does all
has,
the cooking.
yeah.
That's
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
that's the best.
that's
Deal.
why I married him.
Deal. What's his favorite thing to cook?
Chicken parm.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's amazing.
Okay, we'll be
It's
right over.
amazing. He'll find a recipe online and be like, "Hey, doesn't this sound great?" I'm like, "That sounds lovely." Run to the store, grab it.
Cool. Does he try different recipes for chicken parm, or is there one he kind of settled on?
There's one he pretty much sticks with. We'll tweak it a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it's this is what we stick to, and he's working on it all day. We got to plan it in advance. He's got to get all the sides, get himself ready, and it's phenomenal.
So what are the sides that he puts with it?
Well, that changes. I love a salad with it just because I am a salad girl, but we also try to do veggies with it, which might seem like they don't go, but I am always trying to be like, we need veggies, we need to eat healthier, we need fruits. And he's just like, okay, where's the protein?
Right. That's
He
a
has
guy.
to have protein with every meal. I know, it's such a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hal's the same. Where's my protein? Well, he doesn't say it like that.
Mhm.
Where's the meat?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love to make a fettuccine alfredo gnocchi,
Oh, okay.
and it's so good. And he'll sit here and he'll try it, and he's like, okay, great, but this is a great side. And I'm like, no, this is the meal. This is my girl dinner. Like, this is just what I'm eating. And he's like, well, where's the protein? And I'm like, oh, then
It's
make your own
cheese,
protein.
cheese, and that the two together make a protein.
Yeah, yeah, it's good enough. Like, I don't need to have meat with every meal.
Right. And you call those girl dinners? I love that. Girl
Girl
dinner.
dinner. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to use that. We're having a girl dinner tonight.
Yeah, girl dinner. Just whatever you can throw together.
That's great. We're having a girl dinner tonight. Hal goes, what's that? Something that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll just be like, okay, honey. Am I going to eat? Yeah. Okay.
If you ever see, there's two things Hal loves. I can always, if I don't know what to eat, I just make him a steak or I cook a pizza.
Hmm.
You
Can't
know,
go wrong with steak and pizza.
I know it's his favorite food. That and shrimp scampi. Now he likes shrimp scampi, but I buy the frozen ones. I just eat in the pan.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really good. Yeah, I slaved all day.
Yeah. I'm working to serve you, honey.
I am sweet. I'm serving you, my dear. I get it. I get it. Now, when does he graduate?
He graduates in December.
Great. Now,
December.
do
So
you
we're at the end
any
of
people around there that he can get hired, or do you have to move to California?
No, so actually they have a system where they've partnered with a lot of different companies, and so they'll sit here and they'll work with him to get into a position because a lot of it's remote, which is
Oh,
wonderful.
that's great.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to make sure my business was remote too. Like I love to especially work with Asheville, especially after Helene and just trying to support my own community. And now we have, fires, so that's great.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so
Really?
now we have that coming through as if that,
So you
as
have
if
fires now? Like Donna had fires in California. We were what?
yeah, we're having
Yeah.
some wildfires. It's south of me right now, and it's a bit to the west, but we have to be careful with our air quality. We love to go out on our morning walks. I'll take him and our dog and just walk around our neighborhood, and I've had to be either going later or just not going because he can't be out in that.
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
so that's been a bit of a bummer, of course, but I think the last update was it was contained.
Oh, that's
For the
good.
most part, they're just trying to obviously get rid of it.
We have a guest in the chat, Yui. Yui, how do I say your if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize for that. Is it UE or Yui? Can you just phonetically spell it in there for me so I'll get it right? But welcome again.
Welcome.
I didn't even know if it was a girl or a boy. You know. So, but welcome.
Welcome.
That's how much I don't know. But welcome, welcome. So I know she's been here in here before,
Mhm.
but we're glad you're here. So he's going to graduate in December and stay then in Nashville. Now you mentioned before the show that you were from upstate New York. How did you wind up in Asheville?
So I have family that lives in Raleigh, in the Raleigh area. And for some reason in our family, when we graduate college, we move to the South. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's
Um,
you're not from Pennsylvania, and everybody is Mecca down here to Florida. So yeah,
yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
And so I moved to Raleigh when I graduated in 2018. And then I just kind of started working some admin stuff. I was mostly on site. And then COVID hit and we were remote for a while. And I was like, that's when I started kind of having the wheels turn of maybe this is something I can do. And then I was like, no, I don't have the experience. You always talk yourself out of it because
Sure.
change is scary.
Sure.
I'm like, no. And then I met my now husband. We started dating in 2020 and he could not stand Raleigh. His family's over by Charlotte. So he was like, I can't stand the city. I want to go back to living kind of like in my small town. And I was like, I'm from a small town. I'm not going back. Absolutely not. And then I started to get sick of Raleigh and I changed my mind 4 years later. And we found out we were pregnant with him. And we were thinking, okay, our 1 bedroom apartment is not giving us enough space for this new bundle of joy. And so we decided, okay, well, we have to move. We might as well move out of Raleigh. If we're going to go through the hassle of a move,
Right.
we might as well go where we want to.
Hmm.
And we came up here for my birthday trip and moved up here a month later.
That's great. Now I know because
Great.
Raleigh Durham is you have the triangle there because
Mhm.
my ex in laws live there, so we would
Okay.
go up there and see that all the time. And then Asheville's where that big mansion is, isn't it?
Yes, Biltmore Estate.
Biltmore Estates. Okay,
Mhm.
Biltmore Estates. I think Hector's having a conference near there in July for Right Tool.
Right tool conferences, I think, around there somewhere.
Okay,
I
yeah,
could be wrong. I don't know.
yeah. So
I know it's in that area.
now you are a member of Bookkeeping Buds.
Yes.
That's how we know you. So
Yes.
tell us why. How did you find out about Bookkeeping Buds? And
So
so what do you like about it?
when I was setting everything up for my business and my state had a checklist going from there, and there is a Western North Carolina Women's Center for small business owners. And I'm pretty sure I learned it through there. That sounds familiar.
I don't know if Cindy
Wow.
knows that. We have to tell Cindy.
Well, I mentioned it to Cindy when I had my onboarding, like my introductory call,
Yeah.
and she was very confused. So now I'm second guessing myself. Like, did
Well,
I
who
actually read
cares?
that there? Did I imagine this? How did I, where did I find that?
No, Cindy Schrader is the founder of Bookkeeping Buds. She is just, well, she's a Disney nut like Donna. She's magic.
Mhm.
She is just, I can't say enough good things about Cindy.
Cindy's
But
wonderful.
she's
Yeah.
just, I'm going to leave it blank because there's too many good words. She's listening. I'm embarrassing her. Sorry, Cindy. I'm going to embarrass you for the rest of your life because you're
It's just a great play. She created this great community.
a great community for
Yeah,
bookkeepers to
she's
get
just
together.
and she's so kind, and it's just a pleasure to be a part of that community, and we get to meet people like Marnie, and like there's a hundred women in there, and they're all at different levels, and it's just a wonderful community, and I've gotten so much joy from being a part of it.
I made Donna join.
She did, because I'm not like really, I'm not a
I
joiner.
want you to join, blah. I said, Donna, it joined. And she did. She goes, I'm glad you told me what to do. Told you. So have you used it as a resource? Have you posted in there or gotten feedback on anything?
Yeah, I love Bookkeeping Buds. I love learning from everyone else in there. Sometimes if I have a question, I'll look and see and it's already been asked. And I'm like, oh, this is great. Like I can already get live answers
Right.
or sharing my perception of things. I am like trying to fix my face. And I swear I'm
You're
so
fine.
polite. We'll just lean back. But and just interacting with everyone is so sweet, so funny. Like it's nice to see because I feel like accounting and bookkeeping and just finance in general is such a stoic, male dominated barf.
Yeah.
And it's so amazing to see a community of
Oh,
women just taking up our space and using our voices and learning from one another. And so
Right.
it's been crucial, I think, to giving myself the confidence to keep going, when everyone hits their rough patches and their mentality of, is this worth it? Am I even doing the right thing? And to feel like, okay, but all these other women have done it and they're awesome and I am awesome. So we're going to get through this. We're going to do it.
Right. It, that's what's wonderful about it. If you get stuck, or I know we're all together on Slack, so we talk to each
Mhm.
other that way. And
Yeah.
Cindy started an actual, what's it called, Donna, when you have a channel in there? Is that what it's called?
thread. Yeah, there's channels, and then you have a thread within the channel where you can isolate certain subjects.
So she has one
And
that's called
yeah.
Buds Hugs. So if
Mhm.
you need a Buds Hug, meaning something's going on in your life and you need a little support, we can chat in there. If something great happened in your life, we have glimmers and what you call it, something. You,
Mhm.
Glitter and glimmers.
yeah. So if something good
And
happens,
yeah.
you have nobody to tell. I mean, like it could be as simple as all the bank accounts reconciled. I did it. So it's fun. I mean, it's just great. Or if you get stuck on a question or what tech stack do you use? I know I asked the question this past week. Who uses a fax? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I know. And everyone was like, don't do it. Cancel. Cancel.
well, it's funny because I'm paying $10 a month for a fax. I've used it. I actually, when I posted, I used it once during the whole year.
Mhm.
I posted it like that evening. The next morning, House says, "Would you fax this to the timeshare?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I was going to cancel. So it was funny. I faxed it, and it comes back line disconnected. And I said,
Uh,
"We don't even have a fax machine anymore, so I'm going
Ah,
to cancel it." So, but it's like $10 a month, And the only one I faxed it to was the IRS. The government
mhm.
seems to like that.
mhm.
I know. They do.
I just want to pay if I need one, I'll pay the individual charge.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah. And I can't remember who mentioned it, but they said they go to the library and the library has it. I think that's awesome to support like your local community if your
it doesn't
library
let me
has
bring it
that
to get in the
service.
car and drive.
That's true.
The library could come here.
True. But then, I mean, you could get yourself like a little treat. You could get a little coffee or get yourself a little
Yeah,
snack
I mean,
while you're
There
out.
you go.
So
yeah,
make it worth your time. Reward yourself. Treat yourself.
but I'm gonna cancel that fax service. $120 a year. I could buy three
Yep.
sets of yarn for that.
Right.
Yep.
Or some more apps. I could buy 120 99-cent songs.
Yes. There you go.
So that's great about Bookkeeping Buds. Now, have you attended any conferences yet? Or are you planning to?
Not yet. I definitely plan to. I'm not sure how this year will be just with him,
Yes.
but I
Mhm.
definitely plan on possibly this year, but also next year is where I'm mainly going to be kind of getting out into the conference scene. It just makes me, I'm like, ooh, okay, that's my next scary level. Like right now, I'm like, okay, starting a business, terrifying. So I'm trying to work through that before I just overload myself and then, cry on the plane because I'm so scared.
Well, it's not. Which this is why actually
Oh,
Cindy started Bookkeeping Buds.
Hmm.
yep.
So because going to these things first time by yourself is a little scary. I
Hmm.
wasn't, but then I'm different. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I was frightened, and I was 5 years in my business,
Yeah.
but I did it anyway.
but we're all there to support each other, and once you get there, it will be life changing for you.
Oh yeah.
I
Mhm.
remember my first conference was this leader conference, and I remember going, and I went because it was in Orlando, so I didn't have to get on a plane.
Hmm.
And walking in and seeing everybody thinking, "Oh my God, I always thought they had bigger businesses than me, were smarter than me, were better than me, but that's not
Hmm.
true. But that you'll think that." And
Yeah.
I finally met some of the players I've seen around in 3D, and they're still my friends. And
Yeah.
you're going to love it. So so good ones are like QuickBooks and Intuit Connect, of course, and those tickets are just coming out. I don't know. Don and I actually bought our ticket on Saturday,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then that one we're going to, and then there's of course Right Tool. That's right near you. You might want to look at that one because it's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
And then of course Scaling New Heights. That's in usually June or July, May or June. And they got Bridging the Gap. That's in Denver this year. And
Oh, I love Denver.
and you could try some virtual conferences too.
Yeah, that
Find
might be
them,
a good
I don't
place to
find them as
start.
fun because if I'm sitting down, my butt's in the chair. I'd like to get up and walk around.
Yeah.
You know. So what is your tech stack that you use? I'm looking at Yui saying she looked at Sasan. You like Sasan, huh, Yui? I love it. I love Sasan. I use it all the time for almost every client. So
Yeah.
what is your tech stack, Marnie?
So right now, just QuickBooks Online. I do have a zero certification. It's just not my favorite software.
Mhm.
So I can take on, if it's the right client, a zero, but right now, mainly QuickBooks Online.
Hmm.
HubSpot I use for my CRM
Okay.
and um,
Do you use Keeper at all?
Love Keeper.
Okay.
Love Keeper. Keeper is so instrumental in creating my reports that actually look nice.
Yeah, and that's one of the amazing things about Keeper. They take the data and
Hmm.
make the reports look fancy.
Yeah.
You know, they look fancy, and I like that.
Oh,
And then
oh,
you can do an easy cash flow, all this stuff with the metrics and the.
yes. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier because, like you said, they just calculate it for you. You're not sitting here like, okay, here's the data. Now I gotta find another software where I plug it in, make it look nice, and that's just a pain. I don't have time for that.
Another thing I did this with Keeper this week. I had a client I was doing their tax return for. He kept his books all year, and everything was good.
Hmm.
And oh yeah, that's right. You can apply for Financial Hub at your first conference for accountingcornerstone.org,
Oh,
which
okay.
will help you pay for the conference. So take advantage
Hmm.
of that.
Yeah.
But so he had put in his vendors. He had put in all his expenses. The accounts were reconciled.
Hmm.
Guess what they were missing? The
What?
vendor name. I like the vendor name. But in Keeper, you can go payees without vendors. You can go quickly.
Mhm.
It literally
Oh.
took me an hour of course, he has 5 credit cards, 2 bank accounts. So
Hmm.
put them all in, boof, boof, boof. And I thought, oh my gosh, I just was saved because I was going to use the Stant Yui, export
Yeah.
the things, modify it, upload it, and I thought, and I have a meeting every month with Sean Fielding from Keeper to tell me all
Hmm.
the newest stuff, and I said, oh, I got to do this. He goes, oh, let me show you how Keeper does it. Oh, so Keeper gets better all the time. And
It
now they
does.
have email integration. Have you seen that?
Hmm.
So
Yes, they have the email integration, and I love it too because, um, Like if I have a question on a transaction, boom, you can ask it right there. You can send it to, hey, what's this for?
I
Hey,
love
what was
that.
this?
Now,
Yeah.
do you use it within the app? Where you're using it within the right within QBO? You can ask it right the question right within. I
Yep.
love that too.
Oh yeah, I love it. And then I tell them like any receipts you have, just go ahead and upload it because nobody's got time to keep
I
a
know.
shoebox of receipts. Nobody has time to sit here and try to keep track of all your email receipts. Just
Right.
send it over and forget about it.
And it's 10
And
bucks a
every
month.
yes, I
Okay,
know.
don't tell them that I'd pay more. Don't tell them that.
No, but I'll think it.
I mean, it's really valuable. So that's your tech stack. So do
Yeah.
you use HubSpot, Keeper,
HubSpot, Keeper.
no, any others?
Yeah. Um, I bank with Found. I don't know who you guys bank with, but they are.
Mhm.
I really love them. So I do profit first with
Okay,
my clients. And so they are
Mhm.
really awesome at like the extra bank accounts. You can do unlimited virtual cards. So that way you can hook up different cards to different accounts.
okay, cool.
Um,
F
they
U
even,
FOUND.
yes, like Lost and Found.
Okay.
Found,
Oh,
you can actually send invoices and receive
wow.
payments from them.
Hmm.
And this is all in their free account too, because I was like, I will not pay for a premium banking account unless I have to. When there's so many good free options,
Right,
and
right.
it's just outstanding. I love having everything. I love that I can send invoices from my bank.
Yui has a question in the chat. Do I include customer names for those 1 cent interest received from the bank? No, I do not.
No.
No, I do. No, I don't. Now we were talking earlier, Marnie, that you were offering a new service option. Tell us about that. That was really kind of exciting.
Yes, so I will be launching hopefully this week um, a new bookkeeping walkthrough. And this is for smaller businesses that don't have a lot of transactions, don't have a lot of banking credit cards, where they don't feel like they need a bookkeeper yet, but they need a professional's opinion. So this will outline everything they need to know about their business, how to get started with their bookkeeping, and then along with that, they can sign up for email support. So they'll have unlimited email support from me to ask me questions. And then quarterly, I will be able to hop on a call with them and review.
Okay.
So you can either purchase just the PDF if, nope, I got this, I'll learn, I'm on my own. Or if you sign up for the email access through our subscription, then you get the PDF for 50% off.
Oh, so you're even charging if they sign up? Love it.
Mhm.
There you go.
Love
Yeah.
it.
You'll get it at a
Love that
discount,
stuff.
absolutely, but
That's great. Now, where are you advertising this? Where can people find this?
this will be hi. This will be on my Instagram, this will be on my Facebook page, and on my LinkedIn.
And Yui asks, what are you pricing? What's the price?
So right now the PDF, if you just purchase it without a subscription, will be 300, and
Okay.
then the
I'm
subscription
impressed.
will be, what's that?
I'm impressed.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Yep.
And
Nice.
then the subscription will be $100 a month. So
Great.
if you sign up for the subscription, then it will drop the PDF price down to 150.
That's great. Because people value what they pay for. So if we give
Mhm,
away stuff,
mhm,
something like that that's tangible, it's it must be really good because it costs $300. I think that's
mhm.
great.
Yes.
So
Yes.
LinkedIn, Facebook, and
Mhm.
Instagram.
Yes.
Are you doing any TikToks or anything like that? You're going to be
I was on TikTok and then I realized I scrolled more than I posted.
uh,
And I was like, okay, this is too distracting for me. But my husband loves it. He posts his streams and everything on TikTok. So he is the TikTok
we'll get
person.
him
I
to
watch
be the
Reels
TikTok
updates.
expert for you. He can do the
There you
TikTok.
go.
That's true. I can hire him to do my TikTok.
Yeah, hire him to do it.
It's my account.
So you'll cook him
Yep.
some girl dinners for payment.
Exactly. Exactly. I'll cook you food without protein if you post my TikToks.
Yeah, you put chicken in the fettuccine.
Exactly.
Oh, Yui lives in Canada. We love you, Yui. Even some, we still love Canadians here.
Absolutely, Yui. I will. If you, well, I don't know. Do
How do
you
we find
post
you on
my
LinkedIn?
handles
Marnie
or
Roberts on
anything?
LinkedIn?
LinkedIn. Use
Yeah.
LinkedIn for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Yes, my name is Marnie Roberts on LinkedIn, and it's my same profile picture that I think you guys have
Okay.
on here. So, Yui, I would love to connect with you. Absolutely.
That's a great picture, by the way, with their little computer and all.
Thank you. Thank you. I took it
Yeah.
myself. I've been doing everything myself. All my marketing, my photos.
That's great. Well, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
But our
Oh,
time
yeah,
is
you got
up.
to do it all.
Our time is up, but I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule, building a new business, having a new baby, supporting an unemployed husband.
Oh, thank you all so much for having me. I've been loving being on here.
Now, is there anything you want to share with anyone else or inspiration you can give to any those of us bookkeepers out there?
You can do anything you put your mind to and do it scared. That is one thing that has gotten me through starting up my business, making sure I'm a good mom, is be scared, but do it anyways
Great,
because you're worth it.
great. Well, those are great words. I'll have to. That's great. Donna, anything else before we close off for the week?
No, it was just so wonderful to have you on. And you're just beginning your journey. So we want to just keep touch with you and Nash and watch him grow
Oh,
up too, because he's in the really fun stage right now for me.
Yeah,
I
you're like
love
our
that stage.
bookkeeping baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know
the
So
all the
bookkeeping baby,
great
the
excited.
things that's going
bookkeeping
to be in
baby.
store for you,
Yeah.
just like you think for Nash. We know what's going to be in store for you in the future.
Oh my gosh. You don't
Just
even
do
know
what
where
we
this
tell
is
you
gonna
to
take.
do. Just do what
Yeah.
we tell you to do.
This journey is gonna be like so much fun.
You're going
You
to
just
love
have
it.
to keep going even on those days when it doesn't feel like it's fun.
Mhm.
Just keep going. But you have the right like spirit. So
Thank you.
Right.
the spirit
That's
of adventure and do it even though you're afraid and all those things is everything you need to keep going. Just because you're scared doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
right.
So yeah, so I'm super excited for you.
Great.
Thank
And this is
you.
gonna be
Thank you.
fun.
And
So
thank you
keep
so much,
we're
Yui.
All right.
yeah. All
So
right.
we'll sign off for this week. Until next time, stay great.